What's up, guys? I'm back on the floor packing my stuff. So what I want to talk about today is Bioware. I haven't talked about Bioware since the article on Kotaku about the hard time they spent during Anthem, and it wasn't anything new to me. That's why I was like, okay, I'm done. I know it was a big deal for a lot of us, but for me it was difficult because I made a lot of Bioware content. So I was torn. I was like, what am I supposed to do? It was just a difficult situation, and it was like, this could have been prevented. Feel however you want, but me personally, I was like, I don't feel comfortable making Bioware content anymore. The last Bioware video that I made, I said, if things improve, I hope we hear about it, just as we heard about the bad stuff. The fans would love to hear if things have improved, how things have improved and all that. I think that would be a great thing, because I would love to support BioWare again, and I would love to see them actually taking these things into as something important. And Casey Hudson, the day after that article, he addressed all this stuff. He wasn't denying any of it. So now we got another update from Casey Hudson on the 5th of September, and he says this: Humans! Over the last few weeks, we've been ramping up our Cataclysm events in Anthem, a season-long event with new arenas, enemies, challenges, and rewards. We have a big team working on Anthem in both Austin and Edmonton. I know there's a lot more work to do to bring out the full potential of the game. Star Wars: The Old Republic. I was in our Austin studio recently where I was able to check out the update our SWTOR team is working on. Star Wars: The Old Republic Onslaught is coming this fall. We have several other big projects in the works. I wish I could tell you more about them, but they're mostly super secret right now, and based on the progress I'm seeing, I can confirm that indeed the Dread Wolf rises. Moving to new digs. One of the things I'm most excited about is that after almost 15 years in our... Okay, so this is about the moving into the new building. With these big projects ahead of us, we're going to need some help. So we're looking for amazing people to join our teams in both Edmonton and Austin. Basically, what Casey Hudson said was that they've got a large team in Edmonton and in Austin working on Anthem. Anthem, it seems to be a long-term thing where it's like, we're not going to give up on this thing, even though it got bombarded. That game had issues, like lots of issues. A lot of people really they didn't want to hear about it. And it was like, it's not just hate. These are real issues. I mean, I'm one of the biggest BioWare fans there were. You guys know that. That's what my channel was about, BioWare games. What if these things are true? What if they really do have bad work environments? I could say, lies, and defend BioWare to the end. But I don't feel comfortable with that. I don't feel comfortable knowing these things. And I know that some people are going to be like, every studio suffers this stuff. Like, do we just not buy games? I get that. And I feel that too. Like, I felt that with Rockstar as well, because Rockstar was another of those studios. And I loved Red Dead. But I feel like I have to say something. I have to actually do something when it comes to BioWare, because I talk about it on my channel. I was considered an influencer. They're working on the Dread Wolf Rises, which is going to be a big game. It's Dragon Age. It's an RPG. They're working on the Star Wars, The Old Republic expansion, which seems like it's going to be big. Austin is. And they're continue working on Anthem. Everything is like, we're working on the big things. Everything is big projects. So many people have left BioWare in the past few months. Everybody knows about this. How are they making all of these promises? The next Dragon Age game. I don't know why they thought that by releasing the teaser, they weren't already committing to it. That's one of the things that I don't like that video game companies do, is when they release a teaser and then the game just dies. It was like, what was the point of releasing that teaser then? If you weren't sure if that game was going to get made. It's just hype. It's just that they want to get people all excited and like looking at them. And I understand that marketing, you know, if they're trying to sell their products, but don't lie to your customers. Like, do not lie to them because you will eventually lose them. Did anything change? Are those working conditions worse? All they were working on really was Anthem. They were really just wanting to get Anthem out the door, right? There might have been like a little team working on Dragon Age, maybe at least a team to work on that teaser they released. There weren't any updates to SWTOR during that time. So it was just Anthem. That was their biggest project. And even then they suffered. I mean, if you haven't read that article, read it so you understand what's going on here. And now they've got multiple big projects. And they're only 2 studios now. They used to be 3. I don't see how conditions improved. You know what I would love to see? And it's obviously not going to happen because they're not going to listen to me. They're going to be like, you know what? She's got a point. I would love to see them get rid of Anthem. Just stop. I'm sorry to say it for those of you that liked it, but it was not a hit. Just treat it as not as an online game that needs to last forever. No, just treat it as its own game. You know, it didn't work. Drop it. The marketing for that game was huge. So I'm sure they would lose money. And they have lost money. For the end of 2019, let it run. 2020, get rid of it. Just turn off the servers. It's done. Have Edmonton focusing on Dragon Age and have Austin focusing on SWTOR. Not all these tons of like, we have so many big projects that we're working. Like, what else are you guys working on? I heard a rumor that they were working on the next Mass Effect. I love Mass Effect. I did not like Andromeda. I mean, it's right here, but because Nick worked on it. I just want it to be left alone already. Like, just leave Mass Effect already. It ended 1, 2, and 3. That's it. Do something different. Make another sci-fi. That's what I would love to see BioWare do. I want to see them get back to who they were and not this studio that's just crumbling and like barely holding on because of everything that they're doing. And it's like, how do I support a studio that I am so close to for so many reasons? Not just because I love their games, but I've met a lot of these people. And I've heard a lot of things. I will support a studio that stands above everything else. And they're like, you know what? Yeah, we need to sell things, but we also need to regain the trust from our fans. Because maybe they know some things about us that aren't very good. And, you know, we don't want them to see us that way. We don't want them to doubt. If they just continue doing the things that they've been doing, the way that they've been doing them, and even adding more projects now, that's a red flag to me. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. If you guys are worried about BioWare at all. I mean, this is not hate. I don't know if you could see it in me, but it's concern. Like I said, I've met these people. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.